This episode of Weekly Wrap-Up is brought to you by Flamazine. Yes, Flamazine, a topical antibiotic for all your open burn wounds. Hi, this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
We are My Philippine Dreams, and welcome to another issue of Weekly Wrap-Up. Actually, it's been about 4 weeks since we did a wrap-up. So we'll say monthly wrap-up, our Philippines monthly wrap-up. We're off to the kids' house in just a little bit to do the final video on what's been a long, arduous, and ongoing process to get it done. But we're heading out there in a bit. First up, though, is the weather. The weather's nice. It's cool. We got rain just about every day now for a little while, so it's cooling things off. And next up, I had a slight accident with the motorcycle. We had come to a stop on a muddy path, and as soon as I stopped, I went to pick the kickstand down, and the bike slid out, and my leg got pinned, and it got burned pretty bad. So I got my first Thailand tattoo. It's pretty gross. On a scale of 1 through 10, how gross is it?
11? No, 20.
It's a 20. So it's twice as gross as maximum human possibility gross. So watching this video, you can learn something. I learned after I got back, because we were off in the province, I learned that the best thing to do if you get burned by a muffler is to run your leg under cold water for about a half an hour. It'll hurt a bit, but to cut down the blistering and to dissipate all the heat and all that stuff and to minimize the length that it takes to heal, that's the best thing to do. And it's going to take about a month for it to heal because it's basically dead flesh and it's pretty gross. I got a bandage on it right now. I'm going to show you actually what it looked like. This is the day of the accident. If you don't want to see this, stop looking now. And yeah, it's pretty gross, huh? Gross. Okay, now you can start looking again. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but maybe I'll get a tattoo to cover it, like a map of the Philippine Islands or something, because it's going to be a scar. It's going to be a pretty good scar. In other news, we have the Mindanao kidnapping that happened yesterday in Dipolog, and both of us have been there many times. You've been there a lot. I've been there twice. So we've both been there. An Italian gentleman, unfortunately, was kidnapped. They don't know who did it yet. He had a pizza place down there, and he was snatched up during business hours with dudes with M16s. So, you know, with all apologies to the Mindanao apologists, this stuff is just happening way too often. There are multiple countries issuing travel warnings for Mindanao now, and with the recent things in Dumaguete, we had a couple alerts here. These are things that you got to keep in mind. This stuff can happen anywhere. Vids, we haven't done an update for a while, so we did the recent tour of our pink house. We did our September expense report for 2015. We did the Philippine YouTube drama video, and we also did Lake Balanan and Sipalay travel videos. So put up a lot of videos since our last update. I do a lot of work, man. Yeah, I do. All right, and in the upcoming video, we're going to be doing foreigner stereotypes. I have it all mapped out. I just got to actually do it. It's pretty funny. All kinds of people are going to get offended, though. Everybody's going to get offended. Yeah. And also, Michelle TV just put up a video.
2 videos this week. Last week. Yeah.
And it was a video on. The first one was why I haven't done videos for a while.
No, the first one is about Mama cooking crabs.
Mama cooking crabs. You came back from Mindanao with crabs, yes. And the other one was why you haven't done videos.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep up because your channel's so busy. It's just hard to keep up with all the stuff that's going on over there. And Michelle seems to have recovered from her bronchitis. Now I have bronchitis. So I'm on antibiotics, which is actually good because it might help with any possible leg infection. And Michelle's still looking for a job.
Yes.
Because she needs a job. Yeah. So that's an ongoing thing. And she's got a couple leads. And you did an initial interview. But yeah. She's very smart. You should hire her for $12 an hour. Also, there's something you have to keep in mind. What you see on YouTube is an idealized presentation of just about anything. The reason I'm saying this is because there's two reasons. First up, we get messages and comments and stuff. Oh, you guys seem so happy. Why aren't you married? This, that, the other thing. just like anybody else in the world, our relationship has its ups and downs. It's got, its little turmoils and stuff. We recently had some issues, and Michelle was taking exception with the fact that I don't show consideration sometimes, which is true, and enough affection, express my affection in proper Filipino style.
Not just in proper Filipino style. Sometimes you're just
a jerk.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes I'm a jerk. So she was taking exception with me being a jerk at times, and I was taking exception with the fact that she wasn't motivated, that she was just kind of sitting around and moping around a lot and going through some, some things to be seriously depressed about with the passing of your dad and stuff. So don't get the impression that everything is always rosy and wonderful. And the other reason I'm bringing this up is because when we do the kids update videos, people are like, oh, you guys are saints, you guys are so wonderful. Again, we're just showing you the good. We're just as good and just as bad as anybody else in the world. So please don't put us up on our pedestal or think that everything is perfect and all puppies and rainbows.
No.
Whoa, look at that, no. So it's real life, and life goes on, and we're trying to work them out, right?
Yes.
And I think we're doing pretty good.
I think so.
I think I'm being less of a jerk. Hopefully. So those are things to keep in mind. We don't talk about our personal life on our YouTube channel generally, 99% of the time, because it's just not, I don't think it's appropriate. Mm-hmm. But I just want people to understand that it's not all wonderful.
It's not all fun.
It's not all fun, yeah. And relationships require work, and we're both working on it. Okay? On that happy note.
How are we now?
Huh?
How are we now?
We're good. We're good. All right, so we're going to head out to the kids' house.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I forget. So this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
And we are about to do the final kids' house video. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.